Hello everybody, Bobster1984 here again, and another completely different video from the norm on my channel here today. I'm going to be talking about an album review. Now, one of my favourite artists of all time is Slash, the guitarist from Guns N' Roses. I've absolutely loved everything he's done as a solo artist, as a soloist in terms of his work with Myles Kennedy and the Conspirators, and his first solo album, which was just named Slash, which had numerous other guest singers, including Myles Kennedy, and Myles Kennedy became his singer for the tour in 2010. Now, I was lucky enough to go to that tour in Manchester here in England, and it was fantastic. It was actually recorded live, and we got a copy of that CD, and it was fantastic. Now, a little bit of background as well. I've always been a huge fan of Myles Kennedy. Myles Kennedy's got a fantastic voice, and he's become a very capable guitarist since his progression, since joining Alter Bridge. Obviously, he was part of the Mayfield Four. But yeah, I went to see Alter Bridge in 2005. I've seen Alter Bridge a lot of times now, and the first time was in 2005, and something just gripped me with them. There was something about them that was a little bit different to what I'd heard previously, and it was all down to his voice. His voice is very special. So I was delighted when Slash announced that as a full-time band, Myles was going to be the lead singer. And we get on to the point of this video where I am reviewing Slash's new album, which is called Living the Dream. And it came out yesterday, on the 21st of September. And I've listened to it quite a lot since then. I am a huge Slash fan. Obviously, I always buy his CDs, but there was a special emphasis on this particular purchase because you got a pre-order code for his tour, which was announced a couple of weeks ago. He's doing a few shows here in the UK at very small venues, and I was lucky enough to get 2 tickets, and I'm going to the show in Glasgow on the 17th of February next year. So that was one extra reason why I pre-ordered. I was always going to pre-order it, but obviously I do have Apple Music as well, so I have been able to listen to the album a lot since it got released at midnight Thursday night, Friday morning. So what do I think? I'm very impressed. I think it's when you like somebody as much as you like as I like Slash, you're pretty much guaranteed to like the work. But I really do like this album. A lot of people I've read say that it's World on Fire Part 2. I personally don't mind that because I absolutely loved World on Fire. I did love Apocalyptic Love as well, and I loved obviously his first album. But what I think is special about this is I love the cover. I think it's very, it's colourful. You know instantly it's a Slash cover. I love the cover on World on Fire as well. 12 songs, and the last album had 17. But 12 songs I think is a great amount for an album personally, of this genre. And the first song that I heard was obviously the release of Driving Rain, which I think is a great song. It's very Aerosmith-esque. I had it like that kind of buzz going about it, which sounded a little bit like Walk This Way, especially the version that they did with Run DMC. So I was very intrigued by that first song, but I wasn't blown away, I have to be brutally honest. But then the second single that got released was Mind Your Manners, and that was absolutely barnstorming. A fantastic song, very well paced, absolutely brilliant singing, brilliant lyrics, and brilliant singing from Myles, with a brilliant solo. And for me, when I hear a Slash solo, I zone out, and that's it. I'm just absolutely captured by that solo, and it's a solo that is a very decent length. If I could play guitar, I'd love to be able to play them, but I can't. But yeah, it was a great. It was one that really got me excited for the album. And then just a week before the album dropped, My Antidote came, and that just blew me away. My Antidote is an absolute barnstormer of a song. It's fantastic. If you're not you know, if you're on the hill and you haven't bought this album, or if you haven't got Apple Music, you haven't downloaded it yet to purchase, just go on Slash's YouTube channel and watch the still video of that My Antidote song. It will blow you away. So yeah, obviously we've got 12 tracks here on this album, and I'm pretty much blown away by all of them. The first song, The Call of the Wild, is a fantastic opener. It's got this little guitar riff that brings it in, and it reeks of Slash. And then obviously the lyrics cut in. It's very fast paced. I'm very very liking, so very much liking the first song. I love the first song on all three of the last albums. World on Fire was fantastic, and Apocalyptic Love had Apocalyptic Love, you know, a great first song. But I think with Slash's albums, the first song gets you and it brings you in. And this one certainly did with me. And I think Miles's vocals on this record are absolutely on point. You know, he is at his prime at the moment, and you know, I'm so pleased he's still working with Slash. You know, I was a little bit disappointed when Slash went back and joined Guns N' Roses, to be brutally honest, because I'm not a huge fan anymore of Axl Rose. Although obviously I do love the music, but I think Axl Rose, you know, he's gone down in a lot of people's estimations. However, from what I've read and what I've heard and what I've seen on YouTube, you know, he kind of maybe has sorted himself out with the attitude. But yeah, getting back to the album, you know, it's a very fast-paced album. There's a couple of nice slow songs on there, and the first one is the One You Love Is Gone is a fantastic song, which has a double solo, and it reminded me a little bit like of a song off the last album called Battleground. Not too much, but a little bit in terms of pacing. But again, you know, the lyrics on that are fantastic, and Miles' singing is again on point. Obviously, the double solo is phenomenal. And then obviously you get into a great song called The Great Pretender. Now, it's just brilliant Slash. It's got a solo which is very reminiscent to when he used to do the Godfather solo on tour. It's got a very slight reminiscence to that, and I found myself, you know, really enjoying that in the first couple of listens. And the final song, Boulevard of Broken Heart, is a great song. There's not really anything on there that I'm disliking. It's going to take a couple of listens, I think, to enjoy songs such as Serve You Right, and Read Between the Lines. I'm enjoying them, but they haven't blown me away as much as other songs on the album. But you know, I'm thoroughly behind this album. You know, I'm desperate to see them live, which I'm really pleased that I got those tickets. Obviously, seeing them in February here. So if you guys are Slash fans, or if you're not, or if you come across this album and you've never seen this channel before, please leave some comments down below. Tell me what your favourite songs are off this album. I really do, you know, appreciate every comment I get on my channel, and you know, I hope everyone goes out and supports this phenomenal album and a phenomenal artist. Slash, you are the man. Thanks for watching. My name's Bobster1984, and I'll see you very soon.